Crime Lab Report was published in 2019, also under the academic press imprint. It was my second book, a textbook like my first book, HR Management in the Forensic Science Laboratory. But what's different about Crime Lab Report is that it explores and tackles some really interesting and challenging issues dealing with the use of scientific evidence in courts of law and the overall practice and administration of forensic science and forensic science laboratories in the United States. But in addition to that, it's a really comprehensive historical summary of a very difficult period of time, which started shortly after the O.J. Simpson trial, in which forensic science laboratories were subjected to an unprecedented attack on their credibility and their ways of doing business. And these attacks were fueled by specialized lawyers who were straddling a very thin line between the practice of law and social activism. And to their credit, these activists were, in fact, securing the exonerations of individuals who at times were factually innocent of the crimes for which they were convicted and eventually imprisoned. And this gave these innocence activists, as they're called, a tremendous amount of power, not only in the media, but in our legislature and our federal and state executive offices, to the point that they were more or less unilaterally advancing major criminal justice reform efforts and facing very little opposition. And among those efforts was the so-called reform of forensic science laboratories. And so let's just say that I happened to be one forensic laboratory professional at the time who was trying to bring some honesty through the writing of articles, and this was before blogs became popular, to a discussion that was heavily compromised by false assumptions and exaggerated claims and misunderstandings. And in doing so, I came under attack and found that even my own colleagues were not always willing to publicly support me, even when they privately agreed with me and were even encouraging me, because they were scared. And I can't say that I blame them. I was scared too. But Crime Lab Report captures this battle that was raging, and I think anyone who wants or needs a better understanding of forensic science, as well as an understanding of the origins, excesses, and legitimacies of the ongoing criminal justice reform campaign, will benefit significantly from reading Crime Lab Report. It's a book that I'm quite proud of, and I hope people learn a lot from it. I certainly learned a lot from writing it.